Hey everybody, Brandon Lee again. And yesterday I had a blog about the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. And specifically, I talked about the first law, the law of intention. And I had a couple of conversations yesterday, and I just really wanted to address something today in regards to that. I talked about the different growth gap traps. And there were 8 of them, but specifically today I want to talk about the assumption gap. And this is one that I think so many of us get caught up with. We get hung up with. And I was reading through the book again a bit this morning and thinking through it. And you know, the law of intention is really about just that. It's about the intentionality, and the depth of the intention that you take is going to determine the amount of growth and the speed of growth that you are able to fulfill in your life. And what I mean by that is this. There's some of you that are still in a stage of wanting to grow but don't know where to start. Great. At least you know your starting point, right? There's others that maybe you're doing a few things, whether it's spiritual growth, it's professional growth, it's personal growth, it's relational growth. You're doing a few things. You're taking a class, or you join a study, or you join a group for networking or something like that, and you're starting down that path. But I ask you this question: are you intentional about what you're doing within that group? Are you intentional about what you need to get out of that time, or are you just letting the group determine what you do, when you do it, how you do it, and therefore how it influences you in your life? See, intention has various levels. And like I said, some of you may be at the point where you're not even intentional yet with what you're doing. You're just going day to day. And again, I say it's okay. It's not that it's okay, but it's okay if that's where you're at and aware of it and wanting to grow. And others, you started doing a few things, which is great, but you don't have intention yet of what you want to get out of it. What I want to do is encourage you to go deeper. Don't just do activities. Don't, join a Bible study for spiritual growth. Don't join a networking group for career growth. Don't go take a class, whether it's online or offline at a local college, whatever. Don't just take a class. Know where you want to go. Know what course you need to take and what you expect to get out of each one of those events or activities or trainings. Be very intentional, and what happens then is your growth goes faster. It goes higher, it goes faster, because you are getting out of it what you want. Here's a little trick, or not a trick, but just a little technique that I've used. I used to read a lot of books, and I'd read them cover to cover, which is fine, and that's really the way the author has written it to you. Is intended for you to read it. But what I've started to do several years ago is I started reading books for me. I read books based on what I needed, what I wanted to get out of it, and how that was going to apply to my life. It changed my rules, where I used to think I had to read a book from cover to cover, and now I read a book with intention to add value to me. So it gives me freedom to skip around. And quite honestly, a lot of times I start reading books now by reading the last chapter, because I want to kind of see the summary. I'll read an introduction and I'll read a last chapter and really start to think, okay, where do I want to deep dive inside of this book? I can bounce around from chapter to chapter, and I have complete permission that I've given myself to not even complete the book if I've already got out of it what I needed or what I wanted to get out of it. So that's just one technique that I use. I encourage you to really figure out what your intention is, where you want to go, and then leverage the activities that you're doing that are in a way that's best for you. But it takes time to sit down, start writing, start journaling, start thinking, whatever it is that you do best, in order to know what exactly am I doing and what do I want to get out of it in order to advance my life, my career, my relationships, my spiritual life, whatever it may be, just a little bit more and a little bit more. And remember, when you start stacking up little successes and you put them all together, they create very big successes and very big movements, advancements in our life. So I hope this served you well. My next blog, I will go into the next law. Today was just a follow-up of the law of intention. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please comment down below whether you're on YouTube or you're on my blog. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate the emails that I get, and I appreciate the phone calls that I get of people asking me questions. I would love to see your comments publicly, because any comment you have, any question that you have, any thoughts that you have, I'm sure there are others out there that have those and would feel comfort in knowing that they're not alone with those thoughts or comments. So please put those down below. I look forward to talking to you more. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow on another blog. Thanks. Bye.